All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. I think we are good to go. Hey everyone, happy Bitcoin 100K day. On this day of our Lord, the 4th of December 2024, we have broken above $100,000 for Bitcoin, and it is going to be an amazing day here. We're going to be streaming for a hot minute here because Bitcoin continues to go higher. Currently, Bitcoin is resting a little bit above $100,000, so $101,500 seems to be the level of resistance right now. So we're going to be talking about it, having a good time. We basically been dollar cost averaging here for a minute, so I think what I'm going to be doing with you guys is opening up some more swing trades as far as dollar cost averaging, new meme coins, stuff like that, and then going over some of our open positions and what's kind of going on there. So before we get started with all that, I'm going to give a treat to Loki here because he's having a good day. There you go. Yep. He gets multiple treats, which kind of equals one big treat though. There you go. But yeah, he's having a good day. Maybe one more treat for Loki right here. Yep. Gum, yum, 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 yum. All right, so again, happy to see all of you guys here. R. Lake, Manny, happy to see you. Kumar, Jack, Tim in Rhode Island. I got your email, Tim. I'll message it when I can. Fred, very much trash. Christmas comes early, very much early here. And hey, Haram, happy to see you too. Alexandra, 88, Chrome Dome, and Lisa. Woof woof, I know Loki's excited. But he's going to be out of here in a little bit because I'm going to smoke a cigar because I have been waiting for this moment for quite a bit of time here. And I think for today, we're going to open up a Cuban. I have some tea here as well, which is some, it's called Cassandra something from the company I get it from. It's really good. And it has like a little bit of mint I added in there as well. So let me get my box here. Now, I don't know if my lighter works because it was stuck on the last time I tried it. So let's see. We got right here this beauty. Cuban, Partagas, fat, juicy. This doesn't represent $100,000 Bitcoin. I do not know what does, right? And hey, Gambits, happy to see my man. And then let me see. Get this right here. Oh shit, dropped the lighter. Hold on. Move my foot over there. Get that up in a second. And the cutter, I think will be fine. For this, I'd say let's do a V cut. I think we're going to be fine here. It'll only be one cigar. We're going to be streaming for a little bit, so maybe it'll end up being more than one cigar. We'll have to wait and see, but move this down. All right, let me see if this has any fuel left in it. A little bit of fuel left in it. And I'll take that as a win. So get back in here. Move my ashtray over a little bit more so we can actually ash this sucker out. I feel like I should straight cut this, but I think just because I like my V cuts today, I'm just gonna go with the V cut. There we go. And then this will be nice where we kind of talk about Bitcoin, the price, what's happening right now. Because, you know, funny enough for us, I know most channels have been talking about the 100,000 level for a while, and I mean, so have we, but that's not really the resistance level I've been talking about. I've been talking about $104,000 being that first big level of resistance. And so far, 100,000 bucks was not actually a very hard thing to break above. Okay, yeah, stopped it. I see what you're trying to do. He's trying to sneak in here to get some treats. But yeah, so let's light this bad boy up. I do have some fuel on my counter over there in case I do need to get up, but I'm hoping I do not. I had some El Gaucho matches too, but I don't know what I did with them. There we go. Oh, maybe it is actually out. Hold on a second here. Yeah, hold on one second here. I'm gonna get up very fast. I'm gonna go get myself some fuel to light this bad boy back up. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to run over here to one of my counters. Let's see. Luckily, it's empty. The only thing about this one is it doesn't actually have like a little bar so you can actually see the fuel getting in here, but Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. This fucking tastes great. All right, let's get to it. And hey, really happy to see my man. Members in here, I appreciate you guys as always, and everybody else as well. Let's go over here. I don't think I'm gonna use this one today, the one that kind of has it cropped off a little bit more. I think since we're just looking at Bitcoin here, I think it's fine for the majority of the stream if we kind of stay on this setting. Kind of move my blanket over here. Look, you gotta stop. I see you, I know. I made the mistake of showing Loki that I got 2 treats and not 1 treat. So he's waiting over here because he knows I have another treat to give him. But that's not for like another 30 minutes or so. So let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. And let me see what's going on here. So as you guys can see, we did break above the $100,000 limit. On the 15-minute chart here, let's get rid of all the momentum. You can see it happened in the last few minutes. We had a consolidation, a large breakout, and that breakout took us up to about $101,616.22. According to Binance Tether charts, all right, that is going to be what? That's going to be the new all-time high for Bitcoin right now. There we go. 1 million coming soon. Oh my God. You guys are going crazy with the predictions now. Luckily, there's already, like I was looking on it right here at the Watch Your Guru stream. There was a lot of channels copying the original Bitcoin guy. I don't know if you guys know him, Chaz, but he runs the Bitcoin live stream on YouTube. And all of a sudden on X, there's a bunch of people just copying his stuff, which is interesting. But I think it just kind of shows, you know, how everything has gotten so viral and stuff like that. Bitcoin is slowly coming back, and I do like that a lot. Come back over here to Bitcoin. Look at what people are saying about it right now. All of the live on X things right now, majority of them are about Bitcoin right now. Oh, did I not change the title? Why is, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, 100K Bitcoin, everybody's partying. Of course, it's fake, but you guys get the point he's making right here. Bitcoin Magazine breaking 100,000 Bitcoin, 100K Bitcoin. Everybody and their mom was waiting for this moment right here. Bitcoin hit 100,000 today. Crazy. That's Lex Friedman. If you like Bitcoin at 100,000, you're going to love it at 1 million. See, but who wants to buy Bitcoin at 1 million? The people we're going to be selling to, that's who, right? Now you see progress until $100,000, right? 100% complete. Every person who has ever bought Bitcoin is in profit. For now, right? For now. Let's go over here to weeks. I'm going to log into this one to see how my coins are doing because we did shave off a few. We did take some profits here. Again, we're going to open up some new trades like we talked about, but I have to take profits when I see them. So let's go back over here. Am I logged in? I am logged in. Sweet. That makes life a lot easier for us. So before we hop into Bitcoin as a deep dive and go over a bunch of other stuff. There we go. Our Arbitrum is up around 400% right now, which is good. XRP is at 1500%. World Token's up 753. World Token must have kept on going up the last few days. No, it's just been going down. Wow, I just have not been paying attention to it, I guess. Fetch is up 500. Goat is up 170. Render is up 662%. That's interesting. Blast is up 245%. 1000 Pepe is up 1200%. We've already closed part of that position. Polygon is up 443%. That's interesting. COSPA is up 200% and PYR is up 576%. We're up around 2,500 bucks right now. All right. So far we've made a decent amount of money this cycle. I will be closing a lot of these trades here fairly soon or scaling out about at max 80%, 90% of them. And I'll let the rest of them run along. But I do want to start opening up some other trades here as well to kind of see what's moving, what's not, what hasn't moved already. I think that's kind of something I've been taking a peek at. So when you go over here to coinmarketcap.com, what really hasn't been moving in the last 30 days? Because 30 days is when we've been having this big move, right? Literally, the election was almost a month ago. Isn't that crazy? It feels like it was just yesterday. We were all kind of watching our TVs saying, is Trump going to win? Is Kamala going to win? You know, who is Jill Stein going to win? Who's going to win? And now all of a sudden, boom, we're seeing some good stuff here. Not selling? Guys, you guys do not have to do what I do. I have a totally different technique than most of you guys. If you guys have been here for a while, you guys know how I like to trade, the different ways I do it. When I do these longer futures trades, I'm usually in and out within a few weeks, or excuse me, a few months. And then I let my spot positions just kind of chill because they're spot. They're not really doing anything, right? However, we got Popcat only up 11%, Monero up 20%, BNB up 30%, Toncoin up 47%, and that's the minimum. That's the minimum for the top 100 right here, right? So there really isn't much I'd probably want to buy over here on CoinMarketCap.com for the first 100 to 200. I have a video that I'm working on. Here's the files from me recording earlier today. They're all on the upload, and I gotta do some editing magic myself, but I do have a video of about like 5 different tokens I think can go really strong next year. So I'm gonna be announcing those tomorrow if I can get the video done. Okay, there we go. Here's some. So Turbo's only up 12%. Just a Chill Guy up 18%. I just bought Just a Chill Guy here. I just bought some of this. The market cap is a little bit high for me, but I bought some. I already own some Turbo, but it's only spot because fuck the futures. Cat and a Dog's World, I have some of that. Mog, I have some of that. But what I'm looking for is some of those tokens that just have smaller market caps. But I think that those ones probably have all popped off by now. My God, let's go back over here to market cap. Junos, Book of Meme, yeah, they've already been popping quite a bit. Zilla's up 160% right now. I'm looking at some liquid gold happening right now. This is the Bitcoin 1 minute. Oh, this is the Bitcoin 1 second chart. A little bit of a resistance up here, it looks like. That's not too bad. I want to go to the 5 minute chart so we can kind of, maybe the 1 minute chart. That way we can actually see Bitcoin going a little bit higher here. And hey, LJ, oh shit, the cigar is out for the 100K, definitely worth it. Oh yeah, this is a limited edition La Casa Partagas, it looks like. Oh. But it's kind of like thicker at the bottom. It's a really good smoke. I've been waiting to smoke this for like months. And it tastes fucking amazing. I love Partagas. They're just a little bit pricey, so I typically don't smoke them, but 100K Bitcoin, okay. This one, this one might not even be that expensive. I think it's just hard to come by. It's kind of interesting. They usually think stuff that's hard to come by is super expensive. All right, not if you have a friend like me that knows a lot of has a lot of Cubans. But yeah, Partagas Habana Cuba. Maybe I'll try to figure out what cigar this is. But I mean, Bitcoin's about to break out to another all-time high again. I'm just getting a shit ton of messages on all the apps and stuff I have. Bitcoin 100,000, Bitcoin 100,000, Bitcoin 100,000. And hey, GT, man, Mike, we made it 5 years of hell, but we're here. It's been a very long time since we were this excited about having hitting a major milestone, right? Last time it was like 50,000 bucks for Bitcoin. How does spot works? I'm investing and not making any money. If you're buying spot on an exchange, you're just buying it and it's going to put it into a separate wallet for you. And then it won't show you the ups and downs like it would for like a futures account, right? So you see how all this stuff is right here, like profit, loss, profit, loss, profit, loss. If I were to go over to spot, you're not going to see anything in there. I don't know why exchanges really haven't added that feature in there. I just don't understand it. Most exchanges don't have it, but you're going to have to go into your account, right? And what it'll show you is it'll basically just say, hey, here's your spot earnings and stuff like that. And that's where everything is. But it won't show you the profit. If you were to sell it, like if I had a token over here, which I don't have any spot on this account, but if I had it, it would show up right here and available for the sell section. I'd be able to slide it, and on the bottom over here, right here where it says like USDT, it would show me how much it's worth if I slid it all the way to the right. All right. So that's one way of doing it here. Well, that's one way of doing it. Welcome to the bull market. Looking at 125K-ish is Bitcoin's next move in the next few months. I mean, it's going to be interesting. One of the things I'd remind you guys of is that Benjamin posted a few days ago about how every January during a bull run, Bitcoin has a slight correction. So back over here, all right, here, yeah, correction for a month in January. I don't know if that was a correction. Let me see. There was another thing I'm missing over here. No. He circled a few of them. Was it back over here? That was a January moment. Then maybe over here. I don't remember the exact days he was talking about, but yeah. He's talked about how like usually every January we have a little bit of a pullback here. So it kind of makes sense with Bitcoin going sky high. So I am definitely going to be scaling out of a lot of my assets this month as far as futures trades. And I'm just going to look to go heavy next time Bitcoin makes a big dip. Because it's the rally is not going to be over at that point. But can you wait? I mean, look at this. Bitcoin's still going. $102,000 just broken from Bitcoin. What I should do here is this one right here? No. I just want a naked chart that just says the numbers, but I think everybody who doesn't want to be copied or something like that. Show more. It's okay. There you go. We can watch Bitcoin hit all-time highs. Second by second, these are the all-time highs of Bitcoin. I mean, look at that. You got everybody pumping them. It's kind of nice because we already bought a while ago. Actually, what is my Bitcoin position up to now that we're actually looking at a pretty good move? Yeah, we're up 465%. Sheeb is up 627%. Sundog's up 244%. Chess is up 669%. Moon Dang is up 1,100%. Deep is up 235%. And Goat is up 235%. And what's crazy about this account, is that this was designed for a small investor to hop and put some money into Bitcoin and then watch a little bit of money turn into a good amount of money here, which is very interesting because, again, Sheeb is up $317. Bitcoin on this trade is up 727. But, the Sundog is up $24. The Chess is up $67. Moodang is up 77. Deep is up 60. And Goat is up 71 because they're the most volatile tokens. But the stuff we put a lot of money into, again, like Bitcoin and Sheeb, because they're trusted and more reliable, they're giving us the most money because we put the most investments in there, which is, again, is like $317 plus $724. So we're up around $1,300 overall. It's a beautiful site. We only have a few trades on BYDeFi, but let me see if I can find them over here. Oh, I gotta log in. Ugh. Still spiking and making new highs here second by second, though. Something went wrong and you can't connect. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's try that one. There we go. Caddy is up 185%. Again, another small portfolio. Big Time is up 229%, and Hamster is up 369%. Hamster's up a few bucks here, which is kind of nice to see. So, again, we're looking at some profit. That's all that matters here today, and I love it. And again, another batch of all-time highs here. I felt the seconds chart is showing us some good moves here. Will Dogecoin keep mirroring Bitcoin? I would assume so, yeah. I mean, sure, give it some time, but, Bitcoin was going sideways for the last few days, everybody, and altcoins were still making some really good moves here. It really depends on when you want to buy during these times, but all I've been talking about is dollar cost averaging, because we could all see a move happening. It was just whether the only hiccup we had that actually concerned me is what we talked about a couple days ago when the U.S. government was moving Bitcoin over to Coinbase. I was like, what the fuck are they trying to do over here? Are they going to try to sabotage us, But besides that, not really much else has happened. I had a shit 2 days. What a mood changer. This is definitely a mood changer here. Oh, what's right there? How long do I think is left in the bull run? I think we're going to top out sometime in Q2, maybe end of Q1 this year. So somewhere between March and the summer, I think is where we're going to top out. Then we're going to consolidate for a while. We could have a whole other bigger rally that takes us back up towards the highs, like we did back in 2021. We could do a bunch of stuff, but I don't think that the parabolicness of everything, I don't think that lasts longer than like Q2 of next year at the latest. And that's because institutions may keep on buying Bitcoin if there's a supply crunch. I honestly don't know what happens to altcoins if we have a massive Bitcoin supply crunch, because Bitcoin will run higher and higher and hotter and hotter and hotter. But I feel like at a certain point, a lot of altcoins won't be able to keep up because those market caps are going to get fucking insane. You know, there's a few that are going to be in the news for a while here, right? Those are going to be like a Dogecoin because of Elon Musk, or a Department of Government Efficiency token, the DGEs, stuff like that, right? You'll have the Ethereums and Solanas. They're going to get their own ETFs, or well, some they already have them, but you know, XRP is going to be fine. But there might be a few tokens here or there that might not do as hot or as well, right? They'll still do fine. They just won't do as crazy as some of the other tokens, which I think is perfectly fine. It'll just be more of a disparity than we're used to seeing, right? Good God, all I see is messages about $100,000. But oh, and there's our level of resistance right there at $104,000. Yeah, look at that, right? Well, technically our level of resistance is, what is it? $104,130.67. $104,130. See if we can break above it. I think we should be able to. It's just, again, that is going to be a level of resistance. Slightly unstable. Tell us when to short. Oh God. I mean, if you're looking for an easy opportunity to short Bitcoin with low leverage and you just want to let it sit for a while, you would have to wait for Bitcoin to actually have a bearish MACD crossover. And even then, it wouldn't be a surefire thing, right? Because we had it back over here, right? You could have shorted around here. Your stop loss is all-time high, so you would have been losing for a while. Then you would have made money like about a month and a half later. Traditionally, if you want to short, waiting for the death cross between the 20 and the 50-week moving averages, those are usually pretty good. Look at that. Death cross. Oh, beautiful little sucker. Death cross. Beautiful. There was death cross right over here. Beautiful. You just gotta wait a little bit, but man, those death crosses in the weekly chart, they are liquid gold, liquid gold, liquid gold. This death cross over here is one of the reasons, if you guys recall, that I ended up shorting Luna, Terra Luna back in the day, because Luna was going up higher and higher and higher as Bitcoin was crashing, and I was like, you know what? This isn't gonna keep on going. I need to sell this, or excuse me, short this. And it was probably still to this day, I think, one of the most profitable trades of my career, because it just kept on going down and down and down and down and down. Like I shorted from 104, I scaled out a bunch, but my last scale out was at about 50 cents, $104 to 50 cents. It was crazy. And hey, Ethereum is trash. I have a Blowfin referral code somewhere. Let me see if I can find it for you. It'll be in a video from a long time ago. Actually, if you go over here to my YouTube channel, I don't know if I did a tutorial on it. Maybe I did. 6 months ago. I think Blowfin was sponsoring me 6 months ago. Let's see. Yeah, there was a Blowfin one. Let me edit this very fast. Edit video. There we go. And let me... There you go. I'm in Romania on a VPN. Oh shit, my bad. Let's get rid of the oscillators for now. Why want to get rid of the oscillators? Oh, we'll manually get rid of them. There you go. I mean, so far that resistance is actually holding up pretty fucking well. Oh my God. Give it some time to cook. Again, we just had a major blast off. So far today, Bitcoin is officially up around $4,200. It's okay if we take a breather for like 2 minutes, right? It's always more dramatic when you're on the smaller time frames. If you look at the daily chart, we're just looking at that right now, right? It's a beautiful, large move. We're in the process. 12-hour chart looks good. 4-hour chart looks good, right? All looking good. That 1 second chart, something about it just shows you how violent everything is right now and how we're trying to have that breakout, but You know, if you were doing a swing trade, that was your first scale out point right there. Look, remember, always slightly below the level of resistance because you never know if it's actually going to hit. Do I think Bitcoin will hit 100K tomorrow night? Oh God, dude, I have no idea about that type of stuff. When Bitcoin breaks out like this, we get pretty violent. I would expect we can break above 110,000 bucks in the next week or so, but I don't know exactly what time it would happen. I usually buy way ahead of time and I just let it fucking swing so I don't have to worry about the type of stuff. I have price target 1, price target 2, price target 3. There was a different breakout you could have traded today, but honestly that breakout was, I don't have it on here anymore, but it was this breakout right here, which is not a trade. I didn't do this trade because the daily chart wasn't bullish, but it bounced off the 20-day moving average. We didn't want to break down below it, and, you know, and there we go. That was the trade opportunity right there yesterday. And now we're at that first level of resistance, which seems to actually be a pretty good level of resistance here, actually. But for me, no, I'm not going to try to make that play. It's already popped off like 4,000 bucks. That's a little bit too much for me. Let's go to maybe the 1 minute chart here. Watch this play out. There we are. Because we should be able to still consolidate. At worst, it's a double top, right? And hey, Mo, New York City, happy to see my man. It is definitely a historic night. I pulled out the Cuban for this one. I don't even know what type of Cuban this is, but I want to check it out. Okay. Is that Partagas Lusitanius? It's always hard because it has that bigger bottom. Strength full. No, it's not that one. Let's see. This is supposed to be a 2-hour cigar. That is kind of crazy. Yeah, I can't find the limited edition ones that has the second band on them. It's all about the bands with cigars. I don't know why. I got the first band, but not the second band. Casa de Habanos here. Ah. So it's a La Casa de Habano signature, okay. That's why it's so hard to get it. I didn't know it was so hard to, okay. Yeah, I can't even, oh, there it is, wait. Here it is, there we go. I found it. I found it. See? So it's 675 bucks for 10 of these suckers. So it's like a $67 cigar. Shit. I should have got a $100 cigar for the for the 100K Bitcoin. Well, yeah, it's a great cigar. Fuck that. I need to get more of these. I just don't want to pay 67 bucks for a cigar. Starts out with full flavors of spice and the wood that come rushing out of a thick, creamy smoke. The body hovers around a medium mark until the second third where things pick up significantly. Oh shit, this is going to be great. Bold flavors of cashew and espresso join the mix and of spice intensifies, boosting the body up to a full level. Damn. Let's see. It was released in 2000. Oh, that's why. Okay, they're a little bit more rare. Okay. Okay, 2008. Yeah, I'm all for it. Shit, maybe we're going to get up to Bitcoin 110,000 tonight, if we're lucky, right? But then I can open up another cigar. I got tons of Cubans. I got limited edition Golf ones from, I think, Europe, so that'd be pretty cool, too. And hey, Goya, happy to see you, man. I wanted to smoke one that I've been saving for this moment, but it's too cold to step out. It is freezing. My heater, as I told you guys a couple days ago, is broken. Like, I literally, on my feet, have a foot warmer. And it's like the only reason I'm down here. I'm waiting for the repairman to come in a couple days. But like downstairs, it is fucking freezing in here. Which is why I usually have like a coat or something like this. But I saw 100K and I was like, I better fucking race down here a second. And I just had to make myself some tea first. And hey, Max Millie. Well, that's interesting. I mean, when I was thinking about last time and we had all the followers and stuff like that and viewers, it was kind of it wasn't for Bitcoin. It was for Dogecoin. And I think that's a big difference. We really haven't seen a token take off parabolically yet this cycle. So there's still lots of time for a lot of you guys out there to buy something and see if it goes absolutely parabolic. Remember, before Dogecoin took off, it was in the hundreds of million market cap. So it was like around 400 to 600 million market cap. And that's what we see right here. Well, actually, probably better to just go over to the memes here. And if we follow that logic, if we follow it, if we choose to follow it, right? We're looking at Book of Meme, Memecoin, Act 1A, the AI Prophecy, Turbo, Dog, Snack, you know, all these types of things here. Just a chill guy seems to be an okay one. But it's hard because none of this stuff is like 0.000 something, right? The only one close is Snack at 0.008. You need to have that, in my opinion, that really low level to go Dogecoin-y. That's a guess of mine. Dogs, maybe Dogecoin, Department of Government Efficiency. That's already at 29 cents, right? Apu is one that I've been looking at. Andy. Miro is one, but it's not, again, you know, it's not at 0.000. It's above a penny now. Win is at 0.000142. This is one I want to buy more of. Toshi. This is one I want to buy more of. Maybe I'll put $100 into each of these tonight. Can I buy these on... Okay, hold on a second here. Let's go to weeks. I see Win. Okay. It's just on here. It's, oh, this is a monthly chart. Win hasn't been doing anything as of late, so... I have like 3 weeks accounts. How much do I have in this one though? About $700. $111 worth. Okay. And the other one is going to be, I'm trying to buy this before it potentially takes off. Toshi. Oh, Toshi is too small. Damn it. That's okay. Oh, just as a little bit of a heads up, I told you guys about this earlier. Like, I bought it. You're not going to see any history of stuff like that, right? You're not going to see any history of like, oh, open order type stuff, which kind of sucks. I don't know why they don't do that, but yeah, that's something I'd point out. But anyway, let's look at Bitcoin here. Again, we are at a big level of resistance, a Fibonacci one. You can see how easy it was to break above 100,000 apparently, but the Fibonacci, boom, right on cue. Okada is breaking out. Oh. Isn't it crazy? I mean, we were just talking last week. Hey, buy dollar cost average heavy AI tokens, meme coins, AI tokens, meme coins. No, that was 2 weeks ago, because this last week we saw everything else popping off, so we were talking about that. Oh, maybe I was like a month ago. I don't know, but we've been talking about these tokens for a while now, and they are making some moves. Again, you know, Milady token. Some of you guys are asking me about this before. I have some of this. It's up 66% in the last 30 days. 24 hours, 7%. We're looking at some good stuff here. But for me, again, you know, if there's a few of these tokens that I can buy, like on a coinmarketcap.com, not coinmarketcap, sorry, crypto.com, the app, you know, or maybe an exchange out there that's available in the United States, maybe I'll try to get into that one. You know, you never know. Moodang, that one is this is a different Moodang though, but it's like 0.000 something. Hoppy right here, this is something I'm interested in. But for Hoppy, you gotta look, you know. Markets. Spot. It's on weeks, so I can buy some on weeks there. But it is on crypto.com? No, right? So gotta be kind of picky with well, you know, the exchanges are picky with who they're adding on right now. Roughly 2 weeks ago, I look a lot. Well, again, this is why dollar cost averaging is so much nicer. A lot of people, they want to stress about the perfect time to buy an asset, and I'm like, it's hard to find that perfect opportunity. We do it every now and again if we see like a really good breakout type of play, but rarely do we just know, hey, this is the exact best time to buy. But we know we're in a trend that's going higher week after week, month after month. So if you're just loading up on your favorite tokens during that time, you're going to be fine. And again, if this was, I mean, we've been talking about dollar cost averaging for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. But let's just say you got started 2 weeks ago, right? So if we go over here to AI tokens, that's one other batch, right? Last 7 days, NIR is up 13, Internet Computer is up 28, Render is up 20, Fetch is up 33, Tau is up 10, Injective is up 8, GRT is up 23, Theta is up 50, AIOZ is up 50, ACAT is up 5, Rose is up 40, LPT is up 28, DEXI is up 30. You know, if you were to sell that, you know, right now, just right now, you'd be walking away with a good amount of profit. And all you had to do is just kind of sit on your hands for a few days and not do anything, which is exactly what I was telling you guys I was doing. I wasn't doing shit except for dollar cost averaging. But again, there's different ways you guys can play this type of stuff, right? Especially with the breakout above 100,000. If I was actually like in a trading mood, I would have done the trade right here. And again, that's the trade you would have done. Now it's only like a 4% move, but with leverage, you could have made some profit out of that. But now Bitcoin is getting rejected off of this Fibonacci level, which is curious. Let me see. Latest. Just want to reset what's happening here. Oh, it doesn't reset it. It's just keeping the same messages at the top. There we go. Brian Armstrong says if you bought $100 of Bitcoin and Coinbase was founded in June of 2012, it would now be worth $1.5 million. If you kept the $100, you'd only be able to purchase about 73 worth of goods today. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the last 12 years, and it's still early. CNBC is going to go freaking crazy about this tomorrow. They're going to be crazy. Okay, Bitcoin. A wise man once said, after we hit 100K, it's smooth sailing to 1 million. Global Bitcoin FOMO begins now. Plan accordingly. You know, I don't think we're going to have complete FOMO just yet. I think we're going to have to wait like a couple more days for that to really kick in. Couple more days before like complete panic sets in for like institutionals. Because right now, we've seen institutional investors save us every time Bitcoin takes a little bit more of a heavy dip, but the retail investors really haven't hopped in as much as I would expect them to right now as well. So just sit back and enjoy the ride, that type of stuff, right? AI is good though, you are right. Yeah. I mean, I know what tokens I generally want to buy, right? Sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not, or it's not really luck, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just kind of, if you can hold on and, you know, ride that wave to prosperity, so to speak, you're usually going to be doing pretty well. And then Max Mealy, I appreciate that, my man. Hey Mo, last week Mike said DCA Bitcoin, hope you guys are listening. I mean, again, not everybody shows up every day of the stream. But again, so funny enough, I had a video I was going to release to you guys today, and I wasn't going to stream today. I was going to start streaming back up tomorrow. But the video was saying how I was taking a couple days of rest here because I've been just feeling really stressed. And I've been doing all this content, right? This new content. It's kind of like wearing me down because I'm just not used to it. And ADHD with the workflow, it kind of hurts. My point was during the video is that I feel like Bitcoin is going to get exciting here very soon. And that's going to require me to stream a lot more than I normally would, right? So I'm going to have to stream a lot more over the next few weeks as Bitcoin makes these heavy moves so we can kind of chill, do a lot more fun stuff, right? The perfect moment is rarely seen. It's like lightning in a bottle. You just got to be there at the right time. Yeah. And how many people are actually sitting at their computer at the right time, right? Most people are eating dinner about this time. Except some wild news soon from the mainstream media. Oh yeah, they always make some news up. But yeah, who knows? Let's see. And hey, Vegas, it looks like everyone's winning today, even if they're only burning as the cigar. Only burning a cigar. Bitcoin 100K, Cuban cigars and crypto. Loki the crypto pup. He's having a good time wherever he's at. Oh shit! I shouldn't have said anything. He was come here, Loki. See. He was sleeping on the sofa like a good boy. See, hold on. Let's see. I don't know if he saw it or not, but he may walk over there. You may see him hop up on the sofa here in a second. Well, he's looking. Then he realizes, oh, it's actually on the sofa. It's over there. Down there. Yeah, gotta go over there though. Up. Around, up. Around, up. Maybe I need to do a visual demonstration. There you go. He saw it in person, so now he goes over there. See? He hops up. That's his bed. I don't even use that sofa too much, but that's his bed. At 250K, I'll sell my life for Bitcoin. Well, remember, that's why I was kind of chuckling on the inside when Brian said this back in 2012. In 2012, I was in high school. I wasn't even a senior in high school yet. I think I was a junior in high school in 2012, right? If I was working, I could have been buying Bitcoin. But to be honest, I don't know if I would have been buying Bitcoin, back then. A lot of people were like deep into the stuff back then, but I wasn't. I had no idea what cryptocurrency was. I didn't learn about cryptocurrency until about like 2015, 2016, and then I started to buy into it. Whew. And hey, Aaron, I don't know what happened to the guy. I do no idea. Could have been busy with work or whatever he is. I asked a couple of other friends that knew him in the space, and nobody's heard from him in a while. He's probably just, taking a break from cryptocurrency or something like that. I honestly have no idea. Locked in 10K of my profits from my year plus holdings. I'm not sad. 10K profits, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money right there. Except some wild news from the mainstream media. Yeah, I don't know. You guys know I don't trust mainstream media sources, but I still like to listen to what they have to say, especially their guests. I know the anchors can be very, very biased and whatnot, but it is what it is. Damn, I love expensive cigars when they actually taste expensive. I don't know how to describe it, but the quality's there. It's aged a lot, which is really good. Has good flavor. And it's just not stressful. It's just peaceful, right? It tastes good. Good to re-enter XRP right now? Right now, everybody, we're in kind of this weird FOMO territory where I was telling everybody to load up on different assets over the past couple months. Right now, it's supposed to be the time where you guys are just chilling and relaxing and slowly scaling out of your positions. If you're looking at something like a swing trade or something, this goes for a lot of assets out there. You're going to have to wait for a consolidation and a breakout. So for example, Bitcoin consolidated here. It had a breakout right there. It was a high risk breakout because of the way momentum was shifting, but it was there. But if you're talking like Ethereum is breaking above the Fibonacci level right now. It's a breakout. It's still dealing with this massive level of resistance though. Solana, maybe a 4-hour chart would kind of explain all the squiggle lines we have. We talked about it maybe coming back down, trying to bounce around for a little bit, then try to shoot back up. In fact, we actually did make a pretty sizable dip all the way back down here to 215. There's something for like an XRP. This is a 4-hour chart. It's coming down quite a bit, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's like crazy, but there's a resistance level right there. You might just want to wait for this to turn back to being bullish and then have a breakout. Then you might want to buy and ride that wave. if you want to buy right now, you have to have a stop loss, I would say around $1.83, which really isn't the way I prefer to trade. You could try to get a second opinion about that from another streamer, but right now, I just want to wait for something to look good before I buy into it, unless I'm dollar cost averaging, and we've been dollar cost averaging for a hot minute here. Damn, this Fibonacci level is actually kind of strong. Our dog is a protector. Loki is a protector when he needs to be, but he's pretty much just a big goofball. Like, he's never bitten a person. Well, yeah, but he bit my sister when he was a puppy. Like, I think it was like 3 months old. He bit her. She had a treat in her hand, and he just nipped her while doing that. But that's the only time he's bitten a human. He's bitten a lot of dogs. Dogs, if a dog fucks with him, he really fucks with a dog. But he has some good jaw strength. All he does is shred. He loves to shred shit. So when he gets a chance with a dog, he'll shred some shit off that dog. I need to get some good cigars. Now these ones I got right here, they're kind of expensive, so I probably wouldn't recommend these. But if you go to Cigar International, they might still have some type of Cyber Monday sale. Oh yeah, they actually do got some sales right now, so I'd probably just order from Cigars International. I went to one of their shops in Philadelphia when I was on vacation there a few months ago, and they had some really good cigars there. Now, I wouldn't get, like, this is like fake Cubans, like Jorge de Monterrey. Ugh, you don't get the fake ones. Stick to something like I'm a big fan of Padron, so if they have Padrones, I'd really... Top 25 cigar brands. They don't have Padrones on here. Fuck. Mellow cigars, medium, full cigars. Do they not sell Padrones? Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Padrones 1926. Those are some of my favorite cigars right there. Padron Damaso. I think I have one of those in my thing. I do have one of those left over. A little bit of a lighter flavor. 1964 Anniversary Series. These are okay. They're not necessarily my favorite, but I have a couple. 1964, again, I don't really fuck with the 1964s too much. The 1926 Series number 90. This is personally one of my favorite cigars out there. The Maduro. It comes a little tubo. It's really good. You can see the flavor profile is very, very strong right here. So I'd say Padrones are very good. Fuentes are very good in my opinion. If you want something cheaper, I know they're cheap, like $160 for a box, but they hit above their weight class, if that makes sense. Family Reserve, these ones are pretty good. I don't smoke them too often because I prefer the 1926s and stuff, but these are also very good. 80th anniversaries are okay. They're not as good as the Family Reserve, if you ask me. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different stuff you can get over there. But yeah, so a lot of stuff going on there. But yeah, I mean, Padrones are really good. If you want another cigar list, best-selling blends, no brands. Olivia is okay, a little bit cheaper side, but they're fine. Padron, we talked about Padron. I don't really mess with a lot of these other ones out, to be honest. Best list of cigars. I would just say that the Arturo Fuentes are really good. The series Sungrown are pretty good too. Yeah, those are pretty good, but I think Padrones are usually my go-to. Fuentes are pretty good. My Father's are really good cigars as well. My Father's are very good cigars. I checked those ones out. They come in all different price ranges, but like I have hundreds of My Father's cigars because they have a lot of events in the state of Washington. Like they have events where you go to the horse races and stuff like that. Like maybe I can find one. I'll show you. Oh god, a good anime song from Attack on Titan is playing behind me, and it's just a fucking great song. Let's see. Yeah, while we wait for Bitcoin to try to break out again, this is what we had earlier this year. So I think I paid like $200 for this ticket or something like that. But it came with admission, a program, a tip sheet, reserved shared seating at the Cigar Lounge, 2 drink tickets. I ended up getting 6. It was great. And 1 cigar sample pack. And the sample pack came with 30 cigars. Plus I got like 10 extra cigars as goodies. But the my father's, and the Le Bijou's, Con, Jaime Garcia's. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff in here. I ended up buying like 2 boxes of the La Antigüedades because they're really good. No, one of that one and one of the Centurion Robustos. But yeah, they're really good stuff. While we watch Bitcoin here, because I think Bitcoin still has momentum on the hourly chart. We still looking okay. Let me see if I can find one here. Indian Relay. Let's see. See. Dog Day. I'm not entirely sure when that event was, to be honest. But that's okay. Us Cruise. Mexican Day. I think it was like the last week of the horse races, though. Oh, they didn't post it this Oktoberfest, yeah. Oh, man. There we go. Is there a photo in there? Nope. Nope, that's okay. Okay. Well, anyway, it was a cool event. You basically get to you get to go into the winner's circle and take a photo with the horse, which is really cool. But yeah, it was definitely a good time there. Yeah, no worries, Bill. Showtime. I mean, Padrones. You can never go wrong with Padrones, if you ask me. Drew Estate's really good. The Liga 9 is one of my favorite cigars as well. There's a rat tail that has a little bit of gold on it. Yeah. I mean, my largest expense in my life right now is cigars. So, like some people, their rent is the biggest, bill, or maybe it's their car payment, maybe it's the insurance payment for everything, right? Maybe it's the cable payments, maybe it's student loan debt or something like that. No, mine is cigars. So yeah, I probably spent over $1,500 on cigars last month. I'm not doing that this month though. I'm trying to control my habit. And that doesn't even include drinking. I went to the Tacoma Comedy Club last night to watch my friend perform, and he was really good. He was the best one there. So, like afterwards, we get to go to the Cigar Lounge to have a little after party. I bought him a couple doubles, got him a cigar. He was set. I like being able to, take care of friends and stuff like that. Doge breakout likely after 46. Yeah, I mean, give Doge and Sheep just time to cook for themselves a little bit. Usually they're just going to rally and go hard when they do. So typically the best course of action, and this goes for most tokens, is just a dollar cost average, because when they pop, there's no chance you're going to chase it, right? Because it's just too chaotic. So if I go over here to a daily chart, let me just pull this around so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. What's one that went up high the last few days? I think AMP was one of them, right? Like, how are you going to try to chase this? You could try to, jump in right here for dips, but those are short-term trades. I mean, just within this 1 day AMP, like this 2 day period of time, that's 104%. I mean, how are you going to play that? You could try, but I mean, if you're not careful, right? If you're not careful, you don't buy at a big dip. Let's see, bought up here. I mean, you're going to be down like 30% before you know it. And you'll be like, fuck this shit. You may even sell. Now, you're supposed to hold because everything's going up, but still, some people don't. Ape token, again, look at that. If you were just to buy over here when it was really boring for a while, you're good, you're happy, you're fine, you know? And it's in the grand scheme of things, you know, I was buying all the way over here. So like I'm now profitable on my ape token, which was not good because I already lost money trying to swing this with futures. Spot trading is fine, but futures lost me like a couple $1,000, I think. No, about $700, but it's still $700, right? Crow. You know what I mean? Like, you just, it's better to just buy over here, buy over here, buy over here, and then just wait, right? Now, even if you buy over here, right, and your dollar cost average and your average ends up being something like 10 cents, it's at 20 cents. If you waited a little bit of time, you're fine. But you got to have a lot of faith that you have the ability to hold. If you don't have that ability, be careful. Even Leo. I talked about Leo for a while here and how I just dollar cost averaged it, but I refused to swing trade it because it was just so icky. So icky. Because if you look at the volatility for this thing, you know, or not the liquidity for it, that's not a good chart, right? But if you just kind of hold it, you don't mind these types of little things, it does pay off quite well. Even things like, what is that? XRP, right? Before this took off, what were we saying? You just buy and hold it, and eventually it's going to go sky high, and you can sell it. That's the whole purpose of it. You know, XRP is a perfect example of that. But I think there's a Ethereum Classic broke out a few weeks ago. It's still going high. What was the other one we were talking about? Will token broke out, going higher. RLC doing wonderful. We talked about this breaking out a while ago, and I mean it's working. It's really working right now. So all that work of us buying and seeing negative for a while. Again, remember we were looking at negative returns for quite a bit of time before this blasted off. I don't think people really understand that. It was not as much fun at all. But again, like Bitcoin right now. Let's say you wanted to buy right now, you dollar cost average, you can kind of enter your position small, like a small, and then you'd have a stop loss right over here at 102,283, and you kind of wait to see if it goes higher. So like in this example, I don't think I have a Bitcoin position open here, but all right. So you could say leverage $200. Let me just put $100 position in here. That'd be we'll see. I don't necessarily like the way everything's looking right now. This is not something I typically buy, but $102,000. Let me just put $102,000. You know, I'll lose $10 if this hits, right? So I'm not going to lose a bunch of money. Take profit. What's next level we can look at here? Let's see, $106,000. I'd make $25. So a small little play with 200x leverage. Pop right there. All right, and there we go. You can try to just be patient to kind of see what happens. Normally we don't need the stop loss though, because we don't, you know, technically a good stop loss is actually way back down here on 100,555. But since I'm doing 200x leverage, I'm not doing that. But that's typically what you would do. I don't really even like the trade I did, but anyway, it's still fine. Like that's the way you just kind of like, oh yeah, buying to see what happens later on. Initial D stage 5 has some good music. What is that? Initial stage 5D. What do you call? Only music I know I can use, as far as what I've talked with other content creators, is music from Pretzel Rocks, because it has like a YouTube safe playlist. It's not the best, of course. It's, you know, it's $10 a month. You know, I'm not buying Kanye or something. You know, I'd love to have some Kanye playing, some yeah playing. But you know, it is what it is at this point in time. And hey, Jimbo Sauce, dude, I know there's a lot of channels live right now. There has to be. Everybody's been waiting for this moment for so freaking long. Bitcoin's up $4,500 in the last few hours. Things are looking really good at this point in time. But now we just have to wait and see what happens, right? I mean, we're already in a good spot. We ran up against our first price target here, which was that Fibonacci level. We got rejected from it pretty fast, not gonna lie. But now we're just waiting to see if we can break out above it again. You can use YouTube creating music. It's different when you're streaming than when you're just playing it in the back of videos. YouTube is very stingy about streaming. I don't know why streaming is so difficult for them. But yeah, I don't know. Car anime? Ah. What? You can't be begging for more treats. Loki's over here giving me the big old puppy eyes. I want a treat, But like, you only have a little bit of a treat left. Once that's gone, you don't get anything else for the rest of the night. Unless I go, I guess I'm going to the cigar lounge in a little bit, but still. I don't know, man. He's looking at me like, Do I have any intel on the XYO and Tesla movement? No, none at all. I mean, again, when it comes to stuff like that, I'd rather just be already involved in the project. I would already have a position, so that when some of the news comes out, I'm already there, right? Did I see BNB making moves? No, but BNB is something that, again, it kind of fits that dollar cost averaged theory, because it hasn't been doing anything lately. It's kind of been boring. Now, it's been making moves, but overall, you gotta admit, it's been boring. So typically when things are boring like that and everything else is moving up, I typically will buy into it. But I'm personally doing that with more lower market cap tokens, but still, BNB is a good example of one of those as well. Nothing really crazy has been happening, so you take some time to buy it up. I vote to give him treats. He can't have too many treats. What do you call? He's had a lot today, and the guy is still eating up all my turkey leftovers, because, you know, I'm not gonna eat them up, so he's enjoying them. But yeah, so he's doing pretty well. He's just mad. He throws fits, and sometimes he tries to, like, you know, like, oh, if I do this, I'll get a treat. But I'm like, eh. But he gets a lot of treats. Only because he exercises a lot, though. He does pretty well. We're gonna go walking around the waterfront tomorrow, actually. Do I plan on selling my Bitcoin ever? Not really. I mean, I don't plan on like giving it to my kids or anything like that. I don't have kids yet, so I don't know if they're gonna be worthy of the Bitcoin. As far as I think, you know, I prefer to sell my Bitcoin cycle to cycle. So I have Bitcoin that I put into a long-term account, and I don't really have a specific time of when I want to sell them, right? I just don't know. And hey, Wilder, happy to see you, man. Thanks for being a member as always. But I don't have a certain time. What I have a time for, you know, selling Bitcoin is the cycle trades. So again, when Bitcoin was breaking below 25,000, 20,000, you know, 17,000, 15,000, I was loading up during that time. And you know, when we went back up to 20,000 after 24, I was loading up to that huge little dip that we had, right? That I've already started to scale out of. I sold my first batch of that at $80,000, and I sold 7% of it, right? So let's say my average was about 20,000 bucks, right? Not the bottom, right? But you dollar cost average enough, you're fine. Especially because all the weeks that you were down here kind of sucked. But 80,000 bucks, right? I sold 7% of my Bitcoin for about 286% profit. Right? At 90,000 bucks, or 91,000, excuse me, That's 341% profit. I sold 3% of my Bitcoin off at that point. So I have about 90% of my Bitcoin left. And my next big move was to sell a little bit at 100,000 bucks where we are now. That's about 400%. I haven't sold it off yet. It's actually still in the cold storage wallet. So I actually got to transfer it over, sell it, do all that shit. But I'll do that later on tonight. But yeah, I mean, then afterwards, I'm kind of just going by the feeling of how I feel about everything. We should still have plenty of time for this rally to keep on going. It's just that this cycle's been kind of funky, right? Because we've had these weird consolidation levels dealing with like this was the instant, like me and you, people that have been watching this channel for a while, we were loading up right over here, started at 26,000, 25,000 and below, right? We were loading up over here. Now, did we get the very bottom levels? Yeah, we bought some, but you know, most of it was like just right there, right? I didn't see FTX crash coming. Maybe some of you guys did, but I was just like, what the fuck? Because I didn't use FTX. I didn't use Celsius either. I did have money in Voyager though when that went down. That sucked. All right, so that's what we were kind of buying. But again, you know, it's kind of a rinse and repeat type of thing. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I did the same thing back over here during COVID and whatnot. But again, my average was basically back over here in 2019 and stuff like that. I was buying, but it was mostly swing trading, you know, doing little moves. Most of what I bought over here actually sold it right over here. Because I saw interest rates and stuff starting to shift, which does matter. The good thing for us though, is I would say, is interest rates are going to continue to come down over the next few months, quarters, you name it. We're still going to be coming down. Let me go over here to I got an alert on my phone about this trade. What do we do? The trade's up to 52% profit. Again, it's only up $2 because I'm just trying to show you guys how you guys may consolidate, wait, and stuff like that, like a mini version of that, but it doesn't matter. And if you wanted to, you could scale it with that 50% profit. They'd be like, I'm done 50%. I don't care about anything else, yada, yada, yada. It's all up to you. I'm fine if I lose 10, 20 bucks. That's okay. Especially after today, man, it's a drop in the bucket. We'll go over here to last max, right? Let's go back over here since 2005, right? 2006, 2018, rates are going up, you know, coming down because the market threw a tissy fit. COVID crash, up, 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 up. We all know what happened in 2022. It was not a pleasant time for Bitcoin. However, we are going back down. But the majority of the altcoin season rally, remember, it all happened back over here when rates were back at 0. So if we can get rates back, again, not to 0, but maybe towards 3.5, you know, to 4, I think would be satisfied with that to continue a nice little rally here. What are my thoughts on altcoin season? Are we entering it even if Bitcoin is still going up? I think we are entering altcoin season. Typically though, you know, altcoins max out within like a couple months. So what you typically would see is Bitcoin top off for a while. It goes sideways for about a couple months. And during that sideways action where Bitcoin is like volatile as hell, that's typically where altcoins are just going absolutely berserk. So I wouldn't say we're near the peak of altcoin season or anything like that. But we are getting started with that type of mania, if you will. It's not like, oh my God, every token's going to go up 20, 30, 40% a day type of stuff. But you have been seeing tokens making some pretty ludicrous moves already. So again, I'm just going to continue dollar cost averaging what I like, looking for new tokens that may be fitting the metrics I'm looking for. Because, you know, there could be new tokens being made right now. And then seeing if they work out or not. BNB hitting all-time highs, about freaking time. A lot of crypto on Voyager. I had a lot of STMX specifically on Voyager. A lot of STMX. I was washing the dishes and I had to hear from the Tim pool the Bitcoin had broken through the 30 minutes. I had not been watching the pot to boil. Dogecoin, we can talk about Dogecoin a little bit more. I don't think there's anything crazy happening with it right now, is there? Let's go to the daily chart. No, it's still within this upward channel here. It's still doing okay. We bounced off the 20-day moving average just like Bitcoin did. But as far as I can see right now, yeah, we're still chugging. It's not chugging. Excuse me, chugging along. Look at that weekly chart. Clean breakout. Is that even? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is just a horizontal line. This doesn't mean anything. I think we were talking about a resistance level from way back over here or something. Yeah, but right now we're just consolidating. We're just waiting for a larger move to take us up to the promised land. But after that, I mean, we really come back into play, you know. We have to go back to the daily charts, and we just have to put up horizontal lines from way back in the day, right? Dogecoin kind of blew through every Fibonacci level last time, so I'm not really confident enough about Dogecoin, you know, hitting them again, or respecting them, I would say. So right now, if you wanted to, you could try to say, hey, you know, fib-based extension, poke it all the way down, right? We hit a resistance that time. We didn't really care this time. Didn't really care that time too much. I mean, maybe for a week, but you know, we didn't really care all too much. If you're thinking about another level of resistance around 50 cents, I'm kind of looking for one that may kind of fit against the Fibonacci level. So maybe, or some a resistance level over here. So maybe around like 62 cents, maybe the next big boom that Dogecoin makes. Then afterwards, the target level is going to be up here around 78 cents, which is going to be an all-time high for Dogecoin here. After that, you get up here towards $1.24, up here towards $2. You know, I think $1.20 is reasonable for Dogecoin this cycle. You know, again, Bitcoin's going sky high right now. Altcoins are going sky high as well. But Dogecoin's kind of ahead of the curve compared to a lot of other tokens out there. And it still has a smaller market cap than some of the bigger movers. Like, remember, XRP just made some fantastic moves. Solana just made some fantastic moves a few weeks ago. Ethereum just made some really fantastic moves a couple days ago. Right? All having larger market caps than Bitcoin, excuse me, Dogecoin. And so when I go back over here, oh, this is right. Dogecoin sitting right here at 65 billion. That's way, you know, that's way lower than 102 billion for BNB, 110 billion for Solana, 128 billion for XRP, you know, 461 billion for Ethereum. We're still in a good spot, right? And of course, last 30 days is up 170%. Year to date, Dogecoin is up about 400%. As far as the top 7 tokens, it's the best performing of all those tokens. Top 10 tokens, it's actually the best performing of all 10 tokens year to date. Or Tron is one of the, yeah. The next one that's better than it on the list is 388. Sui comes close, but not there. Pepe up 1,500%. Right? So we're looking pretty good. But again, look at all these numbers right here, up 100%, 90%. Dollar cost averaging is giving us back some of those losses that we've been suffering for a while. So regardless if you guys have been choosing Doge or something else, like I've been going heavy into World Token because I like the concept of it, right? And you just focus on this for a second. Right. If you've been dollar cost averaging a while, since March like I was, right? And I made the mistake of buying up here like a fucking idiot because I just, you know, I'm an idiot sometimes. Your average, let's just split this in half actually. Let's just go to a ratio. What is that ratio? 60. So is that really the true ratio? Oh, well, that's fine. That's a move of about $11 to about $5.50. No, my math is just so fucked up right now. $11. Okay, it doesn't matter. But let's say your average is, let's say after all that dipping down here, your average is just right over here. You may still not be profitable with some of these trades. Technically I am, because again, I was dollar cost averaging through all of this shit, and not just the rough part up here. But again, there still could be some people that aren't completely bullish or in profit just yet. How's Bitcoin doing right now? I mean, we're still holding on for dear life. Enjoying the ride. Our trade that we just opens up 64% right now. I think that's okay. Doge is going to win big? Yeah, I mean, what do you call? There's a reason I've been holding it for over a year, over 2 years, over 3 years, over 4 years. To be fair, you guys know I sold some Doge last cycle though, to the distaste of a lot of people. We don't have the Wall Street bets crazy people in the crypto market this time though. I don't know. Do you guys feel the Wall Street bets type of community in crypto? I don't feel their vibe. I feel like they all lost their money. And remember they all believed in the roaring kitty that GameStop was going to have a big round 2, and it really didn't do shit when he came back. I think the hedge funds were ready for him too. XRP is going to explode more. XLM2, both good holds, great holds. Cortez 5 years, yeah. I mean, I've been holding it since 0.0024. It may have been 5 years, shit, but again. You don't have to think about it so much. The only reason I think about Dogecoin is because I streamed Dogecoin for a very long time, a very, very long time. I only need to take enough out by end of year to pay taxes on the compounding. That's not a bad thing, right? Got to pay taxes. The government wants your money. But Trump making the Department of Government Efficiency real, I changed my price mindset of Doge to $10. Oh God, you're going heavy with that one, Tyler. But again, it just depends on how long you want to hold it, right? For me, I'm scaling out of my Dogecoin, as you guys know, slowly. I haven't started yet, but I will. But then, I've also taken the time to invest in the Department of Government Efficiency token, because it has a smaller market cap and a smaller price, right? So, I'm on my way. I'm doing my little thing as far as that one's concerned. But like we have the two sides of what's going on right now. So Elon Musk, in my opinion, is more specialized in the regulatory side of the government and how that can affect businesses. Because, he runs Tesla, stuff like that. I think Vivek is more fine-tuned for the actual monetary part of the government. So how much money is being spent here? How much wasteful spending is there? What are these people exactly doing? And I think Vivek is better for that anyway, because Vivek is more articulative, is better at articulating his thoughts when it comes to this type of stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Vivek rant when it comes to the government and wasteful spending. He's very eloquent when he talks about it. So it's hard for a mainstream reporter to be like, well, we need to waste this money. We need to not care about a failed audit from the Pentagon. We don't need to worry about these things. Aren't you just causing trouble? And then, they ask the question in a different way, of course. But, he's just like, the fuck you talking about? Of course, he's more eloquent than myself as well. Been holding Doge 3 years too. Damn, there you go. Goya 2020. Oosh. Around December 2020, it was roughly 0.004, 0.005. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, that's 2020. So that's about 4 years. About 4 years. Vivek can definitely rent. Oh yeah, Vivek is fucking great. I love Vivek. I love Vivek, Elon, the whole crew. I don't think people realize when it comes to Trump, because they don't like Trump, and Trump is kind of like the sole media target. So everybody talks about Trump, whether you love him or hate him, you're talking about Trump, right? However, if you just kind of zoomed out, do you understand that both parties tried to make these crazy moves this year where they tried to be both bipartisan? So Kamala Harris went out and she got the Dick Cheney faction. Why she went for that style of Republican, I will never fucking know, because again, I live around Seattle. I have a lot of friends who are diehard liberals. They hate Dick Cheney with a passion. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, this guy sucked at a politician, he was just a corrupt guy. No. They hate this guy. But and you got Trump, who got Tulsi Gabbard, RFK. RFK is a nice guy. Met him once in Nashville. Great guy. Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, who used to be a Bernie Sanders supporter. Like there was alliances that we haven't seen in a very long time. So it was very, very interesting to see how this got played out, right? But again, at the end of the day, the pro-crypto president won, which makes it a lot easier for us to see these types of moves. Can you imagine what Bitcoin would be doing right now if Trump did not win? Like, dear fucking Lord. And of course, remember, we just got the news today about the SEC head being changed up. Here. Trump has chosen Paul Atkins as chair of the SEC, right? Can I see pro crypto Paul Atkins? Let me go over here to his Wikipedia page. He's the guy that's also going to be confirmed. There's no shadiness around him as well. Republican senators are not holding up their end of the bargain, though. They are still swampy in there. Say what you want about, Trump winning. He still has to deal with the swamp, and I don't think he's well equipped to win against the swamp as well. You may disagree. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, but I don't know. The senators have some power there. Let's see, Wikipedia. $2.75. I'm gonna actually do it. Can't give you guys my card number. They want to make it monthly? Oh, go fuck yourself. I'll make it a one-time donation. One-time donation. Let's see. I can pay in 4 separate payments for $3. Or, $3 divided by 4. There you go. I donated to Wikipedia. I feel special. You know what I mean? Bitcoin 100K. I'm okay with that. Now, let me go back over here to Paul Atkins, though. Okay. So it says assuming office. That's new. So Paul S. Atkins is a lobbyist and businessman who is the CEO of Potomac Global Partners LLC, a consulting firm for financial firms and cryptocurrency companies. Look at that, right? He is a co-chair of the Token Alliance, right? And an initiative of the Chamber of Digital Commerce, lobbying group for the crypto industry. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Right? I am feeling very generous, Ken. $3. Sometimes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make rent this month losing that $3, but you know what? It's worth it for Wikipedia. It's worth it. Let's see. Oh, and Tulsi, my boo. Vivek is awesome, almost well spoken as JD Vance. JD Vance is a pro, real pro at that. Trump has a hella team put together. It's amazing. I know everyone from them. Podcast appearances, yes. Tulsi, JFK, Patel, they're all fantastic. Yeah, there you go. And again, be it pro crypto. That's the best pro crypto you can be. I'll hire Gary Gensler to clean my mansion with these alts hot above previous all-time highs. Oh man, I put him to work. I think the swamp is scared as fuck right now. Why do you think they're trying to do sweeping pardons for unknown crimes? Hey. I understand it. Trust me, I do. I just think people need to realize that both sides are the swamp. It's the establishment, the Mitch McConnell wing of the party, right? The head of the Senate Republicans right now is also a swamp creature, Robert Thune. He's a swamp creature, right? And you got like Bernie Sanders saying, hey, if you want to cut some wasteful spending, I'm all for it, And it's like, damn, the world's coming together. It's kind of peaceful, but you still got that interior. No, we need unlimited amounts of money for the government. Ukraine must not have peace. All types of shit. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more weird. He was a commissioner of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission from 2002 to 2008. Has been nominated by President-elect Donald Trump to be SEC chairman. Right now, do they have a crypto person out here? Crypto? No. Let's see. it just 1994. It just skips 1994, goes straight to yeah. There's not really much. This is gonna have to be flushed out for us in order to learn more about him. He has a decent intro, but like they need to go into depth about this man because I want to see everything that he's doing. Chamber of Digital Commerce. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely pro crypto. Definitely pro crypto. Bitcoin better make a move because we are slowing down here a little bit. And I'm not that excited about it. I don't ever want to hear that cackle again. Oh, geez. You guys are so mean. I felt bad. Her team sabotaged her with that last video appearance where she appeared to be drunk. They sabotaged her hard. How realistic do you see Doge hitting all-time high? I really want to throw 10K in and wait for a huge move. I mean, I'm about like 80, 90% sure that Doge is going to hit an all-time high. But for me, I'm tossing more money right now, not into Dogecoin, but low market cap meme coins that have a lot more room to run. Dogecoin is something I've been dollar cost averaging the whole freaking last cycle. This cycle it was like a 5 cents, a 6 cents, 7, 8, 9, 10 cents. I bought a lot down there so I can ride the wave of that 5, 10 cents all the way up towards $1.80, whatever it is, going to $1.50, whatever. Right now, you're probably only looking at like a 100x gain, maybe 150x gain for Dogecoin. That's not really a lot. All right. So I would say make sure to you can put some money in Dogecoin, but don't be afraid to diversify some of it in some of those smaller meme coins that can really do some good for you. I'm puffing on a Romeo and Juliet cigar. They aren't bad for the price. Yeah, they're not bad at all. I haven't had an American version of them. I like the Cuban ones. Or not, they're not American, like Dominican or Nicaraguan or something like that, but hold on. But yeah, I know the Cubans are very good. They're nice and light. They're actually really good with a fresh cup of coffee. The cackle, I just don't think that Kama knew who she was. I think she wasn't authentic to herself. Maybe she was afraid people weren't going to like her and stuff. But when she tried to be presidential, she would have those word salad moments. And I have to believe she's not always that type of person. I have to believe, like, I would have loved to see her on Joe Rogan. Not to make fun of her, not to, crack jokes and stuff like that. But just to kind of see, what is she like in a 3-hour long conversation where she can maybe warm up to Joe a little bit, be a little bit more comfortable speaking, and not having to do these really short, concise answers. Really just kind of share her thoughts and stuff like that. Maybe we would have heard about how she was a middle-class, woman, or brought up in a middle-class household, maybe. But I think we would have found out more about her beyond that. And it's kind of a shame that we weren't able to kind of listen to that type of stuff. You paid for a year premium plus on X today in support of Elon's efforts? Yeah, good. X has been doing fantastic. And of course, the media has been targeting X. It's been targeting YouTubers. It's been targeting podcasters. It's kind of crazy how much the media all of a sudden realized, like, shit, all these podcasters are racist. Everybody on X is a racist. And I'm like, there's lots of liberals on X. I don't think they really understand that. There's a lot of left-leaning people on X, and like, good, have them in there. I like to see people debating. I want to see whose opinions win. Is that so bad? Like, just duke it out. It can be civilized. It can be like your mom's a retard or something. It can be anything, but like, duke it out. Let me hear the thought process. Let me hear why you think about the world in this way. Why do you think this policy could help or this policy might not help? It's worth it, right? Memecoin is the next Dogecoin. I've been hearing more people talk about Mog as well. Mog has lower market cap, not crazy low, but lower, right? I'm glad JD Vance went on Rogan. I'm a big fan of him now. Yeah, JD Vance is very articulate for himself. Remember, when JD Vance was chosen to be Donald Trump's running mate, the media said he was a horrible choice, a very, very bad choice. But he could articulate, he could talk. Remember when you have those long 60-minute interviews with JD Vance and some reporter, he could go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And what I really hate is 60 minutes of the interview with Kamala Harris, and they edited it. And I was like, you motherfuckers. Like, again, you don't have to edit. Just just talk. Relax. you know. But again, she would be in a more stressful position. I guess you have kind of to be used to those stressful positions as a president, though. So kind of back, kind of back and forth. But still, like I wish I would have been able to kind of learn more about what type of person she is. And because I had a bad vibe about who she was, I didn't end up voting for her, right? Whether it was her staff's fault, whoever's fault, there's Bitcoin going down. Like I said, it just doesn't look that good right now. But still, perfect Bustilla and a Cohiba. Ooh, Cohibas are some of my favorite stuff right there. What's going on, guys? What a night. We're back in discovery mode. Yes, we are. Hey, Mopboy4K, of course, as always, thanks for being a member, my man. Kamala was edited? Yeah, but why they didn't need to edit Kamala. They didn't need to edit it. Now, JD is a gun-toting potty mouth veteran just like me. But yeah, he just knows how to talk, right? And he has a very interesting story, a very, very interesting story, which I kind of like to hear about, right? So, oh, Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. Shit, if this Fibonacci level is the local top here, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I really wanted to see us go higher, probably up to 109,000 bucks, which is the next Fibonacci level. Well, are we bullish on the daily charts? Yes. We're not. Ah. The fuck is this song? There you go. There you go. Listen to some Attack on Titan. Oh, yeah, we're not completely bullish just yet. But we are going to be in the next day or so, right? So if you guys haven't bought yet, this still may be a good opportunity to start dollar cost averaging some more. It's just weird to say that because I'm in a scale out mode right now, right? So what I'll probably do, I don't have time to do it tonight. I think tomorrow I'm editing a video about 5 different tokens I think have a high probability of making some money for all of you guys. I think it's gonna be about 6-7 minutes long. I think tomorrow we'll do a midday stream because I'm gonna start doing 2 streams a day here if I can get back into the habit, of course. Why don't we buy 10 new altcoins and see where they go and set up a new dollar cost averaging system here. I think that'd be good for us at this point in time. Because I know a lot of people are still going to be looking to dollar cost average stuff. Maybe they didn't buy over the last few days or something like that. You know what I mean? That's a shame if you didn't buy over the last couple weeks, but sometimes you just don't have it. It's okay. And hey, Glory, have a wonderful rest of your night, my man. And hey, multi-second greetings, woohoo, treats all around. I know Loki's been having a good time here. Judge Joe Brown's opinion, who made Kamala was clear. Oh man, yeah. She has a weird history. I think people need to travel and get the worldview before voting. See, the thing is, traveling just very, very expensive, right? It's always curious to kind of meet other people from around the world. That's why the crypto conference is, because you always got the global people there. Or just any conference. I went to Money 2020 this year in Vegas, and I met some foreigners over there too. But you can see how other parts of the world are and how fucking bad other parts of the world are too. I think everybody should travel. Even if you go on a cruise to the Bahamas and you just take a little bit of a ride around, or heck, just go down to the Dominican Republic and go get a hotel and travel with a guide or something, right? There's a lot you can learn just going down, to the Caribbean for a little bit. Trinidad, Tobago. I don't know if that's how I pronounce it, but Jamaica, just travel. Mexico, Canada is pretty similar to us in a lot of ways, but Canada is always interesting. If you guys go over to Asia is just a whole different thing. Their society is just built differently than ours. Core society is much different. You're gonna help us make monies? Hopefully, I've already done that so far. I find it strange Ethereum hasn't hit at least 4,300. Give it time. I think Ethereum is going to be one of those things that just blasts off. But I think a lot of people have kind of gotten fed up with the owner or the guy that's running it. I still think it's going to go up despite him. But personally, that guy seems kind of fucking weird. and not the good type of tech weirdo. I'm like, he's a techie. I can absorb that type of, but like, to just get the money. But I've been much heavier on Solana this cycle than I have been Ethereum. I don't think it's necessarily worked out the way I would hoped it has. Like if you look at the year to dates here, Ethereum is up 69%, Solana is up 134%, so Solana is doing a little bit better. But I would strike that also as being partly because Solana took a massive dip last year and was very much oversold compared to Ethereum. So I was kind of hoping to be over 200% at least by this point this year. So, but again, still year to date, it is performing quite well. Anything good on ICP? ICP, I would say, is just, again, something you want to just buy and hold. ICP can have some really good rallies, but because of how ICP was launched back in, the last cycle, it's really just been like, let me see. Yeah. This is the monthly chart for ICP, right? Right, we had a small breakout. That was a good opportunity to buy if you guys didn't do it. Now we're looking to maybe have a larger breakout. We'll see. Part of me, because I've been dollar cost averaging this for a while, I think a dollar cost average is starting at $10. So there. All right. So of course I'm in profit now, but this could of course have a big move like that, go straight up, or we could peak pretty soon, have a January slump for the market. We go down a little bit more, consolidation, and then a rally on, February, March, or something like that. There's different plays for this, but I would still own some ICP. I like it a lot, as far as, so being so oversold. I'm sure there's still some institutional investors that have that would like to try to pump this sucker back up, and they have the money to actually pump it back up, if that makes sense, right? I got money on it. Ethereum will break all-time high by the end of 2024. I had money on Bitcoin breaking $80,000 in November, and of course I won because I'm the technical analysis type of guy. But that's good. I still have to get that drink though. Need to revisit Vietnam. Ooh, that sounds lovely. It was inexpensive to travel post 9/11. Pre-COVID, it was really cheap. I visit every continent. Oh, that sounds fucking awesome. During 9/11, I was 7 years old, so I couldn't travel, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, he's low-key Sam Bankman-Fried. Oh no. I agree. It seems that he's made his money and stopped helping Ethereum. Yeah, I don't care if he owns some, but like let somebody else take the reins and do something good. Traveling can be done cheap. Round trip plane ticket to Europe is like $680. Oh yeah, I know. But not everybody has $680. That's the crazy thing, right? That's the crazy thing right there. Do I think Pepe being listed on Binance will have an effect on the price? Yes, I do think it will when it launches. It'll be a short-term thing, but it'd be great for day trading for you guys out there. Let's see. Polymarket, my Bitcoin to 100K by the end of 2024 printed. Oh, there you go. I have not done Polymarket yet, but it seems like a fun way to gamble on the markets. Do I own any Bitcoin miners? I do not. I've never been a Bitcoin mining fan. You can make money off of them. I just never really been excited about them, if that makes sense. We've already talked about Dogecoin, but yeah, I'm pretty confident that Dogecoin will break $1 this cycle. In 1975, I remember my grandmother flying to California from Oklahoma, and it cost $700 coach. Oh wow! And that was when a $20 bill would be as much as 100 will today, if not more. Damn. Excellent. Yeah, we talked about that, Juan. Yeah, it's definitely a good hold right there. Prove me wrong. HBAR will be the best performer out of the top 50 this cycle. I wouldn't be surprised, but also I think something is going to beat it that's currently not in the top 50, but will end up being in the top 50. That's probably a better way of saying it. But I think HBAR is a good one to hold for sure. It's already proven to be actually a really good hold. Again, but I like that these types of tokens that we're talking about, they're actually doing something. I know we buy meme coins and stuff like that. They have their own little thing, but just the tokens actually have a utility. They do really well. The biggest obstacle is most Americans do not have a passport to take opportunities to travel abroad in short notice. Yeah, and it takes a shit ton of time to get a passport too. It takes months and months and months, and yeah, oh god. Yeah. And again, people have families, so they have to take the whole family when they travel, right? But I don't know. I think I'm technically upper middle class. I've seen so many estimates of what that fucking means, but I think I'm upper middle class. So I can kind of travel whenever I want to, do whatever I want to. It's just me, myself, and I. You know, I don't have a family that like I take. You know, my mom passed away last year, as you guys know. But like, I would take her on vacations with me. But like, it's not like it's a like a whole family type of affair, if that makes sense. You know, me and my mom, first class tickets wherever we want to go. My sister, I haven't taken her anywhere because she's too young to travel. You know, she's too young to fucking drink. So, you know, where am I gonna take her? When she turns 21, I'm taking her and her best friend to Vegas along with my grandparents. That'll be a fun time. Although this summer I'm thinking of doing a cruise. That may be kind of fun as well. A little summer cruise for like a week or something like that, 7 days, Caribbean. They have these cruises, the MCS cruises, and they have this really luxurious quality of suite. It's like $5,000 for a person for like 7 days, but like it's like top tier. Could be pretty fun. Kind of overpriced if you ask me, but still pretty good, you know. HBAR does have karate combat. Yeah, I mean, I love to go to karate combat. That's why I met RFK. I met Neo, the R&B singer at a karate combat event. They're good. Polo slowly recovering. Dude, it's slow. It's slow. But remember, I opened up that 5x leverage play with Polygon or Pol, whatever you want to call it. It is making me money right now. I can't lie. It's actually doing okay. Again, it was 5x leverage. Yeah, it's up. Actually, I put more money on this because I was talking with you and I was like, hey, I know it's going to do okay. I'm going to put some money behind it. It's up about $500 right now, or 443%. Right? So 5x. Hey Siri, what's 444 divided by 5? So it's like 88.8. So it's about 89% profit. Not bad. Not bad for the time we bought it. Especially if you're just in this thing for spot. We bought it at 37 cents and it's at 69 cents. You know, that's not too shabby, to be honest. I mean, it still has a long way to go, but that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all, I would have to say. You know, because the worst performing one of my portfolio obviously was Turbo, and I was fucking pissed. I wanted Turbo to move so much. Just what didn't have it in it. I got spot Turbo, but as far as the futures trading, it just was not worth it to keep it, as it was like eating away at the fees and stuff like that. Way too many tokens. Way too many tokens this cycle, but that's okay. Dragged my hillbilly ass all over the world to culture me. God bless you, Vincent, for such a gift. Hey, what do you call? You know, in hindsight, I bet you really think I'm all right. Traveling is a great thing. I didn't really get started with my international travel until I was in high school, but I'm so glad I did. And they suddenly getting worn out by all the crypto fever. You know, follow some other stuff besides crypto. I mean, I like to look at sports, you know. My job is crypto, so I can't really escape it, to be honest. But I get into politics, but politics is pretty bad too. I'm not a Bitcoin miner, but I have a Bitcoin node installed and running 24/7 to verify transactions. My way of giving back. Oh, that's nice, Lisa. That's really nice right there. Must be kind of cool to have that set up too, know how to set it up. And that's a skill set that I can't even comprehend. Head to Germany. I'll show you some cool castles. Oh yeah, I got a friend that's from Germany. His name's Jan. I think he's in Palm Springs right now, relaxing because it's too cold up here. He's like, fuck this. I'm out. He's a really good lawyer. But yeah, and a really good friend, Cigar buddy. I don't know how you feel about it, but we are doing an Alaskan cruise. Seems to be quite nice in the summer for a different vibe. Oh yeah, I'm totally up for it. I definitely pay for an Alaskan cruise, especially because I would literally just drive up to Seattle the night before, get in a hotel for the night, and then just be right there ready to go the next day. No traveling, no flying down to Texas, no flying down to Miami to hop on a boat for the Caribbean, you know. It's not that bad, you know. I'd actually be very okay with a cruise like that. Like, here, before I hop off here, guys, I'll show you. Like, cruises.com, I guess. I don't know actually how to book a cruise. I'm not cruise fancy. Alaska. Departure port. Seattle. We don't need to have a length. Oh yeah, let's 6 to 8 nights I think is reasonable because some people have lives. View cruises, right? $794 isn't bad for an interior. But I mean, if you go Royal Caribbean, Quantum of the Seas, I don't know if Quantum of the Seas is a good ship or not. I honestly have no idea. But it's a Royal Caribbean, right? So you can go over here to view itinerary. And there you go. A suite would be $2,300. That's not bad, right? I just don't know if it says per person, but if I'm the only one, am I paying for 2 people or just 1 person? You know. But yeah, so could be interesting. I wouldn't mind paying that money for myself though, or just having an ocean view or a balcony. I don't even know if I'd actually want a balcony on a cruise ship, to be honest. I don't like heights. I don't like unsafe heights. If I can tip over, like, you know, I don't really want to do that, especially if I get really drunk, because I'm going to have a full-on drink package. You locked up your Crow? That's why Crow is exploding, because some people bought it and locked it up, so nobody's selling the Crow right now. Not at all. He fulfilled every bucket destination in rapid order in order to on my birthdays, poking lava with a stick. Oh shit, that sounds really cool. Machu Picchu, that's beautiful up there. So I've heard. I haven't been up there, but I've heard it's good. I don't know if I could breathe up there personally, but it seems like it'd be nice. Northern Lights near the pole, and I tolerated Paris. Nobody ever has great stuff to say about Paris. They say Paris has good public transportation, but that's it. Apparently the city has a smell to it or something. End of third quarter 2025, beginning of fourth quarter 2025, my target price time, hopefully. Yeah, that's not too bad. Especially depending on what the market does. This whole market cycle is so different than everything else because we have institutional buyers entering the market. We have no idea how high they can push it. It can go crazy, especially if everybody's trying to get into it, especially if other governments are trying to get into it. That's the wild card. Will other governments buy Bitcoin? Will Russia decide to buy more Bitcoin? Will China decide to buy Bitcoin just to have it, right? Because they all want to manipulate the market one way or another eventually. Will Europe start to buy it in certain cases? Will Africa try to buy it? You know, we give Africa a shit ton of money. Will they just say, fuck that school, let's go buy some Bitcoin? You never know, right? I want on the floor of a cruise where it goes underwater so I can watch the fish too. Dude, when I hear that, I'm thinking of Titanic, where Jack is all like handcuffed up and he's looking at the water, and I'm like, shit. That's what I think about being on the water. The little window thing, yeah, no, that'd be pretty cool. And hey, the little MILF Hunter, happy to see my man. They say Paris is bad now, but I imagine it's kind of like Vegas, where it's as soon as you leave the tourist zone, it's all homeless and piss smell. Yeah, well, as somebody who follows politics for the crypto, you know, to make sure the world is working kind of smooth, I think France just ousted their prime minister today. Not the president, but the prime minister. I think it's the first time it's happened since the 80s. So like France is in some political turmoil right now. So that's not the best, right? But yeah, so there's definitely some shit going on. But yeah. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for 2 streams. I pretty much smoked this entire cigar with you. I don't know how long I've been streaming though. It's been about 2 hours. Wow, yeah, shit. We've been talking for a minute. If something is happening with Bitcoin later on tonight, I will hop on the stream again. I just need to go talk with some friends because I was supposed to go to the cigar lounge. I was supposed to be there like an hour ago, but like Bitcoin $100,000 more important. Way more important if you ask me. Just don't tell them I said that. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go say hi to them. Spain is the greatest destination in Europe. Cheap, great food. Spain and Portugal, mwah, definitely really good. And happy 100K. So guys, I'll see you just a little bit later. Relax. Everything is looking good. Don't stress out. Don't FOMO in here unless you have some type of plan. We bought all last week, the week before, because we saw this move happening. It kind of happened kind of abnormally and rapidly, but that's why we dollar cost average in the first place. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. As far as I can see, there's a lot of other people streaming right now. That's what you guys are telling me about. So I see that, no, nobody's streaming right now in the crypto community. Wow, at least anybody I follow. So that's pretty interesting. Tucker Carlson's in fucking Moscow? What the fuck? Okay, a lot of stuff going on today, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys just a little bit later. I'm going to give Loki his last treat of the night before I go, and he'll get like 4 treats before I go anywhere. You're such a good boy. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Ooh, his fur is all tickly. All right, I'll see you guys a little bit later, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Send